All right, my name is David Walker, and I'm founder of Rehoboth Innovations. Does anyone in here have a joint replacement? Can you please raise your hand? Sir, I don't even know who you are, but tell me, if you couldn't walk, what kind of implant do you have? What kind of implant do you have? Hip. If you couldn't walk around, how would you feel?
I wouldn't like it.
Okay. Now, what Rehoboth Innovations does is we preoperatively plan orthopedic shoulder surgery. We do this because there are huge complications that arise in joint replacement surgery. So this gentleman has a hip. In shoulders, 68% of patients have complications, right? That's over 50% of patients who will have to return to the OR because their joint replacement doesn't work properly. A lot of these complications are because of implant placement and sizing, right? There are huge amounts of choices of sizes you can choose to put in a person, but is it patient specific? Right? Does it get the muscles to function the way you want it to function so that the person can use the bathroom, drink coffee, right? Play tennis, right? We have a solution to provide the best outcome for patients. And that's what we intend to do. We've created a virtual modeling framework. So literally I can take Lee and create a virtual model of her. And literally her strength and her motion, we can calibrate, and then we can simulate thousands of surgeries. Those thousands of surgeries, we can figure out the best solution for her, right? Currently, we're working with manufacturers, and we're consulting with them to design their implants, to reevaluate the design of their implants. Now, we piggybacked on designing their implants to form these relationships because the manufacturers source to the surgeons, right? They provide the implants to the surgeon. Now, what we're able to do is provide our software at a per-use cost to the surgeon through the manufacturer. So the manufacturer has 2,000 surgeons. Instantaneously, we can partner with the manufacturer and partner with them. Now we're offering our software to 2,000 different people. Now, just to give you a ballpark of numbers, all right? Joint replacement surgery is approaching 1 million surgeries a year, right? Alone in shoulder joint replacement, you have 100,000 surgeries. If we capture a fraction of the market, right, you can obviously see how we're going to make money. You know, 1/3 of the U.S.'s economy is neuromuscular disorders. So you can see here where there's a critical need. And just to give you a background on me, I have a doctorate in mechanical engineering and biomechanics. My team consists of everyone who has over 20 years in orthopedics and implant design. And so just to give you a background, that's how we're going to provide, these are the tools we're going to provide to improve the state of treatment for patients for the next 30 years. And just one last thing. Currently, if I bring you in to have a shoulder surgery, right? My surgeon is going to put you on the desk, and this is the current state of surgery. He's going to look at you and say, let's hope he's done a lot of surgeries. Because if he has, then you won't be in so much trouble, right? He's going to look at you. He's going to say, okay, you know what, his muscles, oh, that looks a bit right. Sew them back up. Get them out, right? That is not objective at all. It's not patient-specific for you. So we want to change the state of the art, right? Thank you.
Raise your hand if anybody taught you how to read or write. Raise your hand if anybody taught you how to drive a car. Raise your hand if anybody taught you how to make smart choices in love. Yeah.
My wife.
That's the reality. That's the reality. It's why 22 million college students every year struggle emotionally and academically, and it's why the divorce rate is over 50%. And even if you have never been affected by divorce, as a taxpayer, you help pay $112 billion annually to clean up the aftermath of broken homes. We're growing up in a culture that doesn't teach us how to have successful relationships, and our parents weren't able to teach us because nobody taught them. And it just goes on and on and on like that. So how do we break the link in this dysfunctional chain? I am Dr. Isabel Springer. I'm a marriage and family therapist, and I'm the creator of Driver's Ed for Love. Driver's Ed for Love is a relationship education organization that takes a unique approach to solving this problem. And how we do it is with a 1-hour interactive fun event. We teach people how to make smart choices in love by providing them with an assessment tool that screens for unhealthy partners, by quickly being able to identify the emotional traits that are required for a successful love relationship. And we're going to serve the self-improvement industry. which is a $13 billion industry. And first, we're going to market to young adults in the college setting by selling to buyers at colleges and universities. With over 4,600 degree-issuing institutions across the nation and over 20 million college students enrolled in any given semester, this is a huge and continuously renewable market. Secondly, and simultaneously, we're going to take care of adults by creating company-promoted weekend events at major cities across the nation. Driver's Ed for Love is an opportunity to not only save people from unhealthy relationships, but break the link in this dysfunctional chain and change the world. People deserve satisfying and fulfilling love relationships, and we are not settling for anything less, not after today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sheldon Barrett, Industrial Engineering undergrad and founder of Cocovana. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. At the time, medications alone did not lower my blood pressure enough, but what did help was to also drink fresh coconut water because of its high levels of potassium and vitamin C. Luckily, coconuts grew in my front yard, and my dad would chop them open with a machete. But when he wasn't home, I couldn't drink fresh coconut water. So I created the Coconut Twist. The Coconut Twist is the can opener for coconuts. It cuts a 1-inch hole into the coconut safely in seconds. It's portable, durable, and it doesn't create a mess. It also works with apples and pineapples. And it's proprietary because a patent has been recently granted. Now, coconut water is currently the fastest growing beverage right now in the world and has grown to a $1 billion industry just in the US. However, most bottled coconut water is pasteurized, which destroys nutrition and alters the taste. This is not the case for fresh coconut water. Fresh coconuts are already being sold in many retailers all over the world, and my product will be placed right next to those coconuts in the produce section. My team consists of just me and the manufacturer, who has distribution into major retailers. I can make a coconut twist for $7, and I can wholesale it for $12.50. I'm currently seeking $40,000 in order to do the first production run, which I can make back in revenue by selling 7,400 units. And it's a great investment because the Coconut Twist is a revolutionary new tool that will change the way the world opens coconuts forever. Thank you very much.